Om Ashato Ma Sadgamaya Tamasho Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritangamaya Abirabir Maidhi Rudro Yatte Dakshinang Mukham Te Namang Pahi Nityam Te Namang Pahi Nityam Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. O Lord, lead us from the unreal to the real. Lead us from darkness to light. Lead us from death to immortality. And evermore shine in our hearts with your compassionate face, sweet and compassionate. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace be unto us all. So we are recapitulating this 6th chapter now of the Shanti Gita. So it is 7 chapters are there. This is the 6th chapter. So it is when Bhagavan Krishna again, they gave the advice to Arjuna when his son was killed. Abhimanyu was killed in the war on the 13th day of the war. So, and then Krishna was seeing Arjuna very depressed and despondent. He gave this message, 2nd time. So we are in the 6th chapter, and it starts like Sri Bhagavan Uvacha. Bhagavan said, what he said? Sara tattang prabhakshami tatsrinusha sakherjuna otigujjang mahat punyam jatshrutva muchyate naraha. O Sakha, O my friend Arjuna, you are my friend, I will tell you Sara tattang prabhakshami. I will relate to you the truth, which is the sara, essence of all teachings. I will teach you that. And which is atigujyam, which is secret, most secret. Because why it is most secret? Because God is everywhere, but I don't see it. That consciousness supports our existence, but we don't know. So, Gujam is secret. What is secret? There is something which is there, but I do not know. Uti Gujam, greatest secret, highest secret. Why? Because it is only known to the knowers of truth. Ordinary people cannot perceive it. So, Mahat Punnam. And that tattva, that truth, that essential truth, the supreme truth, that is Mahat Punnam. Punnam means auspicious. Mahat Punnam is great and grand auspicious. It is full of auspiciousness. We become auspicious by touching some holy stone or holy water or holy sadhus, holy places. But this is Mahat Punnam. This tattva itself, this truth, is so pure that it takes away all the bondage of life. Mujjat Sutva, if you hear this, you are not to do anything, just hear. Not hear like our hearing. This way it enters and that way that it goes away. That is not hearing. Srinu means it is listening. Hearing and listening has little distinction. Listening means with attention and focus, so that you can ruminate over that and you can find the meaning, deeper meaning behind these teachings. So that's why this first verse says, I am going to tell you the essential truth, the truth, essence of all truths. And you listen to me with full attention, because it is Vati Punyam, it is most auspicious, Vati Gujyam, deepest of the secret, most secret of the secret. And if you know this, Jat Shuttva Machate Naraha, the human being can be liberated from all types of bondage. What is that tattva? Purnang Chaitanyamekam Sattato Anyat Nahi Kinchana Namaya Na Ishvaro Jivo Deso Kalas Characharam. It is called Purnang Chaitanyam, that consciousness which is absolute, Purna, full, which pervades everywhere. Purnang Chaitanyam is not limited by anything. So that Chaitanya which is full, Purnang Chaitanyam, that is the Sarvatattvam. What is the essential truth? This is the truth, that Purnam Chaitanyam, that full consciousness, Ekam, and that is only one. Sattato, Sat, it is called Sat. It exists. It is there. Because of its existence, everything exists. Because it is there, we exist. Because this ocean is there, all the ripples and waves are there. Sat, absolute reality. That is Sat. So it is Purnam, it is absolute. Chaitanyam, full of consciousness. Ekam, alone, only one. Advityam, no two. Sat tato, Sat tato, Sat. It is the existence itself. Tato no, apart from that, Anyat nahi kinchana. There is nothing in this world. That means you see what you see, that is your mistake. It is only your misconception. That tattva, the supreme tattva is this, and that is the reality, and it is all the time there. No Maya. People say, oh, Maya is showing this world. There is no Maya. Then you said, oh, this world is created. No Ishvara. There is no God, there is no creation. Ajatavad. It's called the non-creation. The world is not at all created. I am seeing it. Maya. Well, Maya is not there. Seeing is not there. So it is no Maya, no Ishvara, no Jiva. Oh, I am suffering. Who are suffering? There is nobody to suffer. Jiva, no Jiva, no individual soul. Desha, no space. Kala, time. Chara, acharam. Chara means which moves on. Acharam, which does not, immovable. Movable and immovable, which you see in this world, movable and immovable objects. You see, you live in the time, you think that you are in the space, desaha. You are saying, oh, I am an individual soul, I am suffering, I will want to get liberated from this. This Jivo, no Ishvara. Oh, why God has put me into this trouble, and God is so kind, how God comes become so unkind to give this trouble to me. No Ishvara, there is nobody. No Jiva, neither you are there, neither God is there, neither creation is there, neither time is there, neither space is there. It is no Maya even is there. I see through Maya, that is wrong talk. There's only Ekam Chaitanyam, only one absolute Purna Chaitanya that is there. Sattato Anno Nahi Kinchana, there is nothing else. Then Natvam, you Arjuna, you are not there, Natvam. Natvang Nahang Nama Prithi Nema Luka Bhuvadayo Kinchit Nasti Upi Lesheno Nasti Iti Nishchuno. Not tongue. Oh Arjuna, you think that you are being suffering, you are bereavement. You are not there. Your existence is not there. You as Jiva, you as sufferer, there is no sufferer. Natvam, no aham, I am giving you advice. No, there is no one, I am not there. And he's saying, and then saying, I am not there. That's the dichotomy. That's the problem when people get confused there. He himself is saying, not Tvang, I understand, you are not there. Naham, I am not there. But who is speaking? That is the point, out of compassion, going down. But it is not reality. What does it mean? You see it, you feel it, you perceive it, but it is not there. It is your just wild imagination. Kinchidna ostyapi leseno. There is nothing if you say, well, no trace of it. What the question? Nothing. Nothing, if you say nothing, there may be a little trace maybe. Suppose the water is dried up, there is a mark of water. There is no mark of water. That water is not there, mark is also not there. No less. This means not even a trace of it is available there. Nasti. Thale ki? Nasti. There is nothing. Iti nischino. No, this is certain. So the whole Vedanta in a nutshell. And starting from the conditional universe to the non-conditional and going beyond, creation is not there. Ajatavad. From creation to non-creation and going a state where there is neither you, Guru Naiva Sishyam, Shankaracharya says there. What is there? What you are talking about? Kevalam Brahma Matram Sat Na Annadosti Iti Bhavaya Pashashi Shapnavat Sarvam Vivartang Chetane Kholu. What is there? There is only Brahma Matram. Kevalam. Matram means only. Kevalam means absolutely only. How much you can emphasize onlyness. Keval means only. Only. Just to hit in our brain. What is there, you see? Kevalam Brahma Matram. It is nothing. Only Brahman and Brahman alone. Sat, and it is existence. Anyad asti iti na bhavaya. Sanna. That is non-existence, never think. That means Brahman as non-existence, never even imagine. Then I imagine I am seeing it. He says, don't imagine even that there is anything else than Brahman. No? I imagine, but I am seeing this in this table. What is this? What is the hand? Who is speaking? What is this? Pashashi, what you are seeing something. But that seeing subject is Sapnavat Sarvam. These are all delusion, all like dream. You saw so many things in dream last night. What is the existence of it? What is the value of it? Where is that? Was it any time a reality? No. It's just imagination. So this is the Pashyasi, as you are seeing it, objective world you are seeing, Swapnabhat, think. It is like a dream. If you feel like dream, that's at least it's, we as a Vedanta student, we can at least do this much. Sometimes think it is dream. Then it takes away your load of burden. Not to be so serious, we become serious, no? Serious and cry and weep, sometimes are angry or frustrated. All behaviors we do. If we can keep this one idea, very worthless. This is swapno. It is a dream, really dream. When you go to sleep, this has no existence. When you go to sleep, there is no existence. So in Trikalo, Badhito, this is limited in the 3 time, not Abadhito, not that which is permeated in the 3 time zone, past, present, future. Day, sleep, night and sleep. Daytime, dreaming time, sleep time. These are coming and going, coming and going, coming and going. They are not true. They appear, you see? Then how do I appear? How did it appear? Sarvam vivartang chetane khulu. Whole Sankara philosophy. It is a vivarta. Vivarta on what? There is consciousness and there is a vivarta, superimposition. Know for sure what you are seeing, that is non-existence, but it is like positing something which is non-existing on something which is existing. You are seeing the superimposed thought as reality, forgetting the ground of it. The snake is not there. It's a rope. But you are superimposing snake there. And superimposing the snake, then you make it very troubled person and you cry and weep and but never ever there was any snake. Then how do you see that? How do you feel that? It's just your imagination. Vivarta means that is Parinamavad, Vivartavad, two philosophies. Parinamavad means it has transformed into a new thing. You put milk and with yogurt, and it turns into yogurt. Can you bring the yogurt back to milk? No. It is called Vivarta. It is a Parinam. It is transformed into something else. Na? This world is a Vivarta, Parinama. That means the God has become this. If you say God has become this, then he cannot come back. Parinama, whenever you say Parinama means it is end result. It starts like that and it gradually change and it comes to a state which you cannot go back. So Parinamavad is this. But Vivarta is what? There is nothing.
Milk to condense milk.
And
Milk, it gets condensed, you add water, it comes back to milk.
no, that example will not go. In our scripture, it says, your example should be ekodesi. That is the Sanskrit word. Ekodesi means it is meant for one type of understanding to clarify that. You cannot be another example. then your Vivartavad will not be understood at all. So, that cannot be converted back to its origin. No, that is called the Parinamo. It has become Parinato. That's why there is a letter written by Swami Vivekananda to Mary Hell. That time, in a poem, he said, Mary, you have misunderstood me. I have never said that God has become this. God is appearing, technical term, God is appearing like this. Appearing. Your appearance, you give up appearance. God does not go anywhere. That God means the absolute God here. No? So everything what is seen, Ramakrishna said, that is, you can see the garden made of what you call the wax garden. The form melts, but it matters little, it is wax. With form, it is wax. Without form, it is wax. So it is Satchidananda all the time. It has never been converted into anything. We give the example, the 3D glass, going into the movie, wearing your 3D glass, and you see the different experience. What a tremendous excitement. You are in the middle of that forest. You are in the middle of the tigers and surrounded by that. And sometimes, and you jump over your head and all this seat. It happens, no? But nothing happened. If you want to see this in dream, take out your glass and see. It is happening farther in the screen. It is not affecting you that much as when you use the Maya glass. So it is not there, but you are seeing it. It is possible. It is superimposition, and it is called vivarta. Without changing the original, the transformation is see, some in the laser, now the laser, with the laser light, they see so many things, no? So when you saw so many things in the laser, but you see all these things, but that does not mean anything is really there. Huh? Like in our Sanskrit words, there are akasha kushumavat. Akasha means the space, kushuma means flower. But you see a flower garden in the sky. It is irrelevant talk. There cannot be any garden in the sky hanging there. Unless there is with some mechanism you can hold it sometime. But it is not. So it is just, if you say, I saw, you saw it is, you saw the space, but you wrongly explain it. So that is the vivartava. So in one word, here Bhagavan Krishna says that what you are seeing, only there is only kevalam, only one, only that is the truth, and it is Brahma matram. It is exactly Brahman and nothing else. Sat no onnadasti. That is the reality. That is existing. No onnadasti. There is nothing else. Bhavaya. Think this way. And what you are seeing, pashashi swapnavat sarvam. What you see, you are seeing as you see in the dream. But nothing. Vivartang chetane kulu. This vivarta, it is a vivarta, means it is a transformation. You are seeing as it is there, but it is happening in the consciousness. The space is there, all over. And in space there is fire, there is water, there is poison, there is beautiful fragrance. But space is space. It does not get affected by anything. These are happening because of the projection and mind and its projection. So, therefore, 5th verse, Vishayang Deshokalading Bhoktri Gyatri Kriyadikam Mithya Tat Sapnavat Vanam Nakinchit Napi Kinchana. Again and again emphasizing Vishayam, the sense objects. You see the sense objects. Deshokaladi, time, space, etc., etc. All these, and also Bhoktri, Gyatri, Kriyadikam. I am the enjoyer, Bhoktri. Gyatri, I am the knower, etc. Kriya, I am acting. I am the knower, I am the perceiver, I am the performer. All this adikam mithya. These are all non-existing. Tat sapnavat. Because it is like a dream, you see them. Because you see does not mean it exists. Here is the main argument is that because we see something, that does not mean it is true. We see, my favorite example, no one gives this example. We are walking on this Los Angeles ground, all straight up, no? Now think of the globe. Just think of the globe and put Los Angeles in the map. And now how you are walking. Head down, head slant, 90 degrees or how many degrees with the surface curvature. Do you ever thought that it is true or that is true? Actually you are walking like that. And you are not hanging, falling down this side or not that side. But you are pulled in such a way, you don't feel. But I am seeing. Science will say, your seeing is not the right thing. We accept that. And when Vedanta student, Vedanta teachers say, hey, you see wrong, hey, how can I accept it? Now we see all wrong things. We look at the stars, even with big telescope. How many stars you know? How many stars do you see? That ends there. And stars are so small lights. Our sun is much bigger. Everyone's experience will say sun is the bigger. Then even in ancient time, in poems and other areas, they describe this way. Rate tara, then the stars of the night are dim. The sun is so bright in the daytime. That's why the Vedanta analysis is there. Then what light shows you in daytime? It is the sun. When the sun sets, by which light you see everything? The moon. When the moonlight is gone, what light? By the stars. The stars light go by sound. No fire, no lamp, or anyhow. Night lamp, small lamp. Then when that is gone, then what? How do you know? How do you see? Sound. Suppose this light goes away and we want to search something. Then what you say? Hey, you stand there, I'm coming. Like that, you touch this ground. Touch and sound. So like that. And when that is gone, what light gives you the light? Light of the inner light, behind the mind. But anyhow, here comparison is brighter light is the sun, smaller light is the moon, lesser light is the stars. Stars are much lesser, but stars are really small lights. How many stars will get how many millions of our sun can enter into one big star? But we see this. Because we see, we cannot just make a ground that it is all true. So this is the point to understand. That's why it says, Mithya tat sapno bat bhanam. It is like a dream and it appears, bhan. No kinchitopi, these things are nothing. No kinchana, not a little trace of this existence are there at all. Vishayam, the sense objects, desha kaladim, time, space, and etc., means causation, etc. And also the idea, I am the enjoyer, I am the knower, I am the doer, bhaktri, gatri, kriya, adikam, mithya thought. These are all mithya, all appearance, sapnavat, like a dream. These are, you see that, so long you see it is there, and close your eyes, it's gone. So it is not true. Kinchit maapi, no. So it is nothing. Shankaracharya said, As usti bhati priyong rupa namo cheti angsha panchakam addatrayang brahma rupam jagat rupam tatudvayam. He said, Osti bhati priyo rupam namam. Osti bhati priyo, rup and nam. These five constitute our whole experiential world. No? What we are seeing this is Shankara says, Osti bhati priyo nama rupa. These five things are this whole universe. Well, what? This table is a name, rupa, a size and form. But what is the background behind it? Osti, it is there. Isness. Not only is revealed to me, I see. No? Consciousness. That's bhati. And I like it, that's why I put this table. Another ugly table, I don't like that table. So, Priyatta, Satchidananda is here. Equally, a beautiful explanation, I like it. That is the love aspect. Priyo, mane dear. I have so many things, I love this dress. It is Priya. That means it is Ananda part, the portion of what is called the bliss part, or dear, endearing part. So, Asti Bhati, so this world is a combination of these 5 things. It is actually Asti Bhati Priyo, Sat Chit Ananda, that is called the Brahman, plus added with name and form. So these 5 constitute this. Bhaskar, Shankaracharya said, the Asti Bhati Priyo Rupam Namo Cheti Angsha Panchagam. These are the 5 things we constitute our experience. Then says, Adyatrayam Brahma Rupam. The first 3, Adi, Asti Bhati and Priya, or Sat Chit or Ananda, the same. These are called Brahman. And Jagadrupa, what is this world? Tato Dvayam, the last 2. What is that? Name and form. This is Sankara says. Beautiful idea. It is ocean, ocean water. Ocean is there, water is there. You feel this as some, it reveals, it manifests, and it is dear to us. That's why it is Satchidananda. But when it over surface, names and forms, multiple waves and ripples come, that is the world. Background is the ocean. Everything we see, it is ocean of consciousness. And these ripples and waves, they are Nama and Rupa. And you give name. We call it as a bubble, you call it as a foam, you call it as a wave, it is a billow, you call it a tsunami. You are giving names to the same water content, only in different name and form. So this, we are all Satchidananda, plus only added my name and my form. What happens in Samadhi? In Samadhi time, people forget his name and the form. Name means limitation, subject to change and decay and death. And what is name? It has come, it will go away. But Satchidananda, H2O will not go away. Form and wave and ripple will go and come, but it will not go away. So, then the 5th verse, now 6th verse. Tat satatam satatam prakasham amalam samsarodharavaham nannat kinchit taranga fena salilam sattaiva visham tatha drishyam sapna samang chasti vitatang mayamayang drishyate chaitannam Vishayo vibhati bahudha brahmadi kangmayaya. Volchen tat sattang satatam. That truth is there, satya, it is the truth, and it is satatam, all the time there. Prakasham, and its nature is of the manifestation. Amalam, it is untainted by any mala or dirt and dust and dirt. Tata tat satatam, that existence, that is eternal, and it is of the nature of shining nature, and it is of the nature of amala. Amala means no mala. no dirt, dust, no stain, stainless. Samsara dharavaham. It bears the flow of the worldly existence. This reality is the behind that gives the support for this samsara, this world as we see. Look at the ocean. Ocean example is the best example to understand. The world like is the ocean on the surface, but entire world rests on the solid ocean, unchanging ocean in the bottom. All these things are happening on the surface only. So when you dive from the name and form, you touch the ground. One form, if the form melts into the consciousness, you become ocean. So eternal, it is shining, amalam, it is the samsara dhara maham. It bearer of the flow of worldly existence. No annat kinchit. There is nothing. I am seeing Brahman first. You are seeing Satchidananda. I cannot recognize, but I am seeing only Satchidananda, the truth. Like I am only watching the ocean, though I am seeing the forms, diverse forms. So, no annat kincha, nothing other than that. Example, taranga, fena, salilam. As in the ocean you go, you call it wave, taranga, fena, foam, and salilam, water. We give three names. Taranga, fena, salila. Taranga, the waves, foams and water. It is nothing but water. H2O. But I name it different and I behave differently. When the small ripple comes, you behave with the ocean one way. You can swim, and the big tidal wave comes, then what happens? You try to escape and run away, no? But it is the water, nothing else. So all these appearances in the world, good or bad, is nothing but God. That's why the devotees or the seers of God sees God everywhere. Even that's why they say, there is no slayer, there is no slain. Who will slay whom? In the slayer is the same reality, and the slain is the same reality. You and me, even the appearance-wise, it is nothing but the reality. It is made of what? Each wave is made of what? Only with water particle. Yeah? And the big wave, a small wave, as here the example gave, wave, foam and water, is the only reality. Satta. Eva. That is only satta, only reality is the water. So similarly, Satchidananda is the only reality. Whatever we see, existence, that is eternal and shining and stainless reality, and that is appearing at samsara dharavaham. Calm ocean, and ripple comes, wave comes, no? That is the creation. The Upanishad says that eko aham bahushyamo prajayeti. He thought, I am alone. Alone means without ripple, without wave. And said, bahushyama, I shall be many. That's a soft desire. That's why you see, cool breeze blows over the ocean, no? Then the ripple starts, no? And then that flow of air becomes tsunami, becomes big, destructive force also. But it is nothing but water. And water swells up, more or less. So this is nothing but water. The samsara, that means all the waves and ripples, good or bad, it is nothing but ocean. So whatever we see, this is the samsara dhara, the flow of this samsara in this passage of the journey in our life. Whatever I see, who I am talking, what I am seeing, it is nothing but the same water content in different form, sweeping and playing and dancing and dropping there. That's why you will find that Vastavakra Samhita and other books also. This wave ocean example is given repeatedly. Wave ocean, because it brings us close to understanding of this absolute reality. No, there is no better and easier example there. So it is satta eva, that is only true. Vishwam, this universe, and tatha drishyam, visible universe, sapna samam. Tell what you see minus Satchidananda, it is you are dreaming only, the shape and form, and that is, it is like a dream creation. No cha osti, there is nothing as such. Vitatam, it is mayamayam. It is a widespread, what universe, what you see, it is not there. It is like a last night dream. You saw that, and when you saw that, it was so real, as we are feeling this reality. We don't feel less real when we are in the dream state. We feel the same way, we cry the same way, we join smiling that way and suffer that way, feel the pain, agonies, exactly like that. But as dream has no existence now, we can smile and tell our dreams, no? How funny it was and how I is weeping and crying and living in the same bed in a safe place and crying, or someone is rejoicing, all in the mental level. So it is non-existence. In reality it is not. So this is also same.
There are many questions.
Okay, তাহলে এটি শেষ করব. Drishyam sapna samam na cha osti, these are non-existent. Vitatang mayamayam, maya has spread as it were, and that's why drishyate, you see that. Chaitanyam vishayo, Chaitanya, the consciousness is the subject. Vibhati is appearing, manifesting, Bahuda in diverse ways. Brahma dikam maya, even Brahma, the creator God, from etc., all gods and goddesses, down to the ground, dust of the ground. No? Everything is Maya. By Maya, it is appearing as a stream, but it is Chaitanya only. So we are all Chaitanya, but Achaitanya. We are all Chaitanya, we are essentially all conscious, absolute consciousness, absolute blissfulness, absolute reality. But we think we are just the body, appearing body, and body grows and comes. The wave grows and reduces. No, look at this ocean. The wave rolls down, it may be big wave becoming lower, a small wave becoming bigger. And then it goes and hits something and splashes. But it is all, our life is like that. Dharavaham, Prakasam, Sangsara Dharavaham. Sangsara Dhara, the stream of this worldly existence, rolls down like that, and it becomes bigger, smaller, and whatever. But it is nothing but ocean. It is nothing but Satchidananda. Okay, so we can end here, 6th verse. We will do the verse 7 onward next class. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Sri Ramakrishna Arpanam Astu. After, it is a question from the afternoon class, Bhagavat class. Question is there a meditation to lessen our aversion to traits in another person? I try to imagine that when I see negative traits in another, that it is that I am seeing something I dislike in myself. other traits we can imagine. That's why we meditate. We meditate on holy people. Why we meditate on Buddha, Rama, Krishna, Shiva, no? So as you think, the personality, its quality is manifested through the personality. Personality cannot be separated from the quality of the person. A holy person will be a holy thought, will be there. As you see Ramakrishna's face, there is no touch of worldliness. Look at Holy Mother. Such immediate you will feel such innocence, such purity. You need not have to say what is purity. People ask, what is purity? You look at Holy Mother. Any time you look at any of the photographs, how radiating that purity. So similarly, if I now think of her, then that quality, that trait will come into us. Gross example, young boys and girls, they see the movie and they imitate them as the actors played, and they act also the same way. So what do you imitate? Whatever you see and meditate on that trait will also come. As the person we think, his characteristic will be in us. That's why I say always think of God, meditate on God. Means the God's characteristic, Satchidananda characteristic, will be revealed in the heart. So bad and good both ways the same. If someone thinks, that's why Hindu culture is that in your room you keep all holy pictures. Why? Ramakrishna used to like that, no? You go Dakshineshwar, even the photographs, most of the photographs what some Sri Ramakrishna's time, they are available. But somewhere you can keep some other photograph. Some people, nature lover, they can keep nature pictures. Some are little more, the externally focused. They will keep some other different pictures. And that invoke that type of thought and emotions there in the mind. So really it changes, it affects us. So what is there a meditation? There is a meditation to lessen our aversion to traits in another person. Aversion to traits in another person will be thinking of God. As much as we think of God, so much we will see the presence of God in others. So automatically aversion will go away. So only one thing, to see God, think of God, and meditate on God. That is the only solution for all problems. There is no special, meditation tactic, meditation techniques. So many meditation techniques. And our old Swamis, when he used to say technique, what do you say, technique? It is a technical school or what? You put this with that. Technique is think of God, that's the technique. What technique? No, do this way technique, that way. Modern day it is all technique, they talk about technique. Technique is hold the mind in God. If it can do, then. And I try to imagine that when I see negative traits in another, that it is that I am seeing something I dislike in myself. That may be, or let us see, when I see something wrong in someone, we can see the positive aspect also. Instead of seeing the negative aspect in the same person, we can see positive aspect. Or it is much better to see that my beloved Lord is sitting in the other person. So if we feel like that, then negativity will go away. Second question, is Nama Rupa the only unrealness? Nama Rupa seems hollow and flimsy. Nama Rupa is not hollow. Nama Rupa is what? Name and form. And the whole world runs on name and form. A baby is born, form is there. That is not sufficient. You have to give the name to separate out with other babies, isn't it? Rupa is there, but Nama is added. Only Namo is there, any object. Suppose you never know one object, I give a name to that. People giving new name, no? To new things when they create something, give a new name. Then you are giving name to some form. You create some image and then you give, this is my creation, this is the name I give. A painting, you put your name there. So name and form, they go very close to it. And when name and form is done, what remains? It is the truth remains. Suppose our existence, if someone can forget their own name and form, what will remain? Name and form we forget. When? In deep sleep. What happens? Do you exist? You are in the most peaceful place. When you forget name and form, in the dream you remember name and form. So we are not very happy. In dream we suffer, enjoy, experience good and bad. No? In waking state we enjoy, suffer, all this because this. But when name and form both collapse, then that's the blessed place. But that is not absolute collapse. Every day when we go to sleep, we don't go to absolute absorption. Absolute absorption will happen only for samadhi, in the state of samadhi. Another question. Brahman is described as existence, knowledge, bliss, and sometimes as truth, consciousness, love. Can we say that existence is the truth, that Brahman alone is bliss same as love? Yes, I think so. Satchidananda, Osti Bhati Priyo, these are all synonyms. So, existence can be considered as reality, Satchidananda, existence, knowledge, bliss. Osti is the existence. Osti means it is there. The synonym. Osti, Bhati is the consciousness. And Priyo is the object of love. That is our my dear thing. So that is called Ananda. Another question, I heard that I experience this five sense world because I am a Jivatman. But what is the Jiva and Atman? Yes. Jiva and Atman. Atman you know as a self, consciousness. Jiva is body and the mind. And the all body means physical body all with all its parts. And mind means mind, intellect, ego. These are constituted, added with the Chaitanya. Then you become, who am I? Who are you? Satchidananda or Atman added with your body, your mind, your emotion, your intellect, your ego. So if you can take out the body, that's why Vedanta says, everyday thing, I am not the body, not the mind, not this. Why? You disidentify with them, what remains? God remains, Atman remains. That's why when we analyze the big, what is called the dictum, great dictum, Aham Brahmasmi, I am that. The question immediately comes, I, this tiny, puny man, is that with God, with Absolute. How can it be possible? Are you crazy? That's why they say, no, you not as this 5 feet 4 inches guy, but you minus this body, minus this mind, minus your emotions, minus your ego, what remains, you dissolve all these things, what remains? The consciousness. So, like a person when dead, what they do? Their physical part is burnt. What happens? Disappear. But space remains. And Atman is the finer than the space. Anoraniyan, Mahato Mahiyan. That Atman, Atma Janto, Nihito Guhayam. That Atman is nihito, embedded in the deepest depth. Anuroniya, finer than the finest, smaller than the smallest, bigger than the biggest. That Atman is the reality. So Atman, when added with this body-mind complex, that is the Nama Rupa, that is called Jiva. And if we can wipe out the Nama Rupa or the five added identity of body, the energy body, the mind, the intellect, ego, then all this being washed away, what remains, that is called Atman. Atman and Jiva, this is the distinction. Okay? Or more. What's it? Understanding the importance of humility, how can we keep our ego from growing? Humility is one thing. Humility is not doormat. Humility does not mean to become a doormat. I am humble, so you do whatever you like, I accept. No. Humility is a strength. I can give you a lesson, but I am not. I am humbled. And rather, being capable of that, okay, that with full knowledge that you can give a good blow. You are capable of doing that. Knowledge is there, wisdom is there, but still not making yourself projecting to the fools. No? Ramakrishna, when he is going to, look at that, the whole gospel, he is going to many pandits and other things. First of all, Acha, what do you think about God? It's called humility. Ramakrishna does not know what is God. Who else in the world can know? By his touch he can give God vision, and he is asking what is thinking about God, and then he will start talking about that, and then he will listen to the lecture. This is the real humility. Knowing everything, he is humbled. So, can we try cultivating the servant eye and bhakti for our Ishta? Cultivating the eye, that is said that you think that you are the servant of your Lord. Your Lord God is your own Ishta Devata is your God. Whom you worship is the embodiment of Satchidananda. You are a Kali Bhakta, you think Ma Kali is nothing but Satchidananda. You are a Rama devotee, think Rama is nothing but Satchidananda. Shuddha Brahma, Paratpara Ram. When you think that you are Krishna, Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam, think that Krishna is my chosen ideal. Yes. One question, I don't understand the entirety of sound. I understand only the surface of the universe, but I cannot perceive the core of anything. How will I ever go beyond my sense perception? That is the meditation. Every day when you start meditation by Guru's instruction, so what we do? How will ever go beyond the senses, no? So what we first do? We try to focus inside, close the eyes. The sense function, seeing the outside, we are stopping. We say, hear, don't hear. Some people put earplug, so that outside noise. So you are withdrawing from the senses. So how will we go beyond my senses? It is a practice. Let me stop my eyes not to see outside. Let me stop my ears not to heat and cold and this and that. How can I withdraw? And how can you do that? Keep the mind focus here. And as you get absorbed into that, you will not hear a sound. Someone may call you. You will not know. If you don't sleep, you are meditating, deep meditation. That time, meditation will be so deep that you will not hear anything. So, meditation is the only source of withdrawing from the senses. But with eyes open also, we can practice this idea that is the same wave made of water, the same name and form, all made of wax, wax museum. The tree is wax, the bench is wax, the grasses are wax, The man standing on it is wax. So everything wax. So you can see the name and form, at the same time see that. That is also going beyond the senses. Because senses are showing only limited thing. When the truth will be awakened, it will show the infinite. So mainly we internalizing our awareness from outside to inside will be going beyond the senses. And samadhi is the best position where one goes beyond all senses. Mind is also a sense. In Vedanta, ekadasa indriyo, 11 sense organs. 5 organs of perception, 5 organs of knowledge, perception and action. 5, 5, 10. And its boss is mind. Mind is called the ekadasa indriyo, 11th organ. And a mind is connected with all the each subordinate senses.
That is why you do Ekadashi. That is why you do Ekadashi.
That you do Ekadashi, cannot?
To have the control over mind.
Oh, yeah. Mind will say khabo khabo. Okay, so thank you all for being. We'll see you tomorrow in the gospel class if you can come. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti Hari Om Tat Sat.